You just met someone. They told you their name, you smiled, nodded, maybe even said it back, and then 5 seconds later, it was gone. Just gone. Like it never landed in the first place. And the worst part, you spent the rest of that conversation secretly panicking, hoping they wouldn't introduce you to someone else, hoping you wouldn't have to say their name out loud, hoping they couldn't tell. They could tell. If that's happened to you more than once, more than you'd like to admit, I want you to know something before we go any further. You are not forgetful, you are not rude, and your memory is not broken. You just were never taught how names actually get stored in the brain, and that's exactly what we're fixing today, right now, in the next 6 minutes. Let me tell you what's actually happening when someone tells you their name and you immediately lose it, because it has nothing to do with intelligence, nothing to do with age, and nothing to do with how much you care about the person. Here's the real reason. The moment someone introduces themselves, your brain is doing about 30 things at once. It's managing your eye contact, it's reading their face, it's deciding what to say next, it's checking how you're coming across, it's scanning the room, it's processing tone, body language, and context all at the same time. And in the middle of all that, a name floats by. Just once, auditory, fleeting, and your brain, already overloaded, treats it as low priority because you never gave it a signal that the name matters. Names don't stick because we hear them at exactly the wrong moment, the moment when our attention is the most divided. We are too busy performing to actually listen. Psychologists call this encoding failure. The information never made it past short-term memory. It's not that you forgot it, it's that you never truly heard it in the first place. And once you understand that, once you realize this is a system problem, not a character flaw, everything changes, because systems can be fixed. There is a 3-second window after someone says their name when your brain decides whether to keep it or discard it. 3 seconds. That's all you get. And most people spend those 3 seconds thinking about themselves instead of the name. So here's what you do instead. The moment someone tells you their name, and I mean the exact second, you repeat it back, out loud, immediately. Hi, I'm Marcus. Marcus, great to meet you. That's it. That one tiny move does 3 things at once. First, it forces you to actually hear the name, rather than just receive it passively. Second, it sends a signal to your brain that this information is worth encoding. Third, and this is the one people don't think about, it makes the other person feel genuinely seen. Not just heard, seen. People's names are the most important sound in the world to them. Dale Carnegie said that over 100 years ago. It has never been less true. The moment you say someone's name back to them, you stop being a stranger. Now, if you missed it, if you didn't catch the name or the moment passed too fast, do not fake it. Do not spend the next hour pretending you know. Just ask, right away, early. Say, I'm sorry, I want to make sure I have your name right. People don't get offended when you ask. They get offended when they realize you never tried. Okay, so you've said the name back, you've bought yourself those 3 seconds. Now what? Now you anchor it, and this is where the real memory work happens. Your brain doesn't store names as sounds, it stores them as connections. The stronger the connection you build in those first few seconds, the longer the name stays. Here's how to build that connection fast. As soon as you hear the name, do one of these 3 things, or all 3 if you can. 1. Associate it with someone you already know. Marcus, like Marcus Aurelius. Okay, I'll remember that. 2. Find a physical feature that rhymes or connects. Sandra, sandy hair. Got it. 3. Use the name again during the first minute of conversation. Not repeatedly, not awkwardly, just once more naturally. So, Marcus, what do? Not because you need to, but because saying it a second time writes it into your memory with slightly more ink. Memory is not storage. Memory is connection. The more connections you build around a piece of information, the harder it becomes to lose. A name without a connection is a sound. A name with a connection is a person. This is not a trick. This is how your brain is literally designed to work. It remembers through association. You are not fighting your memory. You are finally using it the way it was built to be used. I want to stop and talk about what is actually at stake here, because this isn't just about memory tricks or brain hacks. This is about how people feel in your presence. When you remember someone's name, their face lights up, not a little, a lot. Because in a world where people are constantly distracted, constantly half-present, constantly looking past whoever they're talking to, remembering a name is a radical act of attention. It says, you mattered enough for me to hold on to. And when you forget and they notice, it says the opposite. Not that you're mean, not that you're unintelligent, but that in that moment, you were somewhere else. And people feel that. They carry it. The people who are remembered as magnetic, as warm, as natural leaders, almost without exception, they are extraordinary with names. Not because they were born that way, but because at some point they decided names were worth the effort, and they built the habit. Remembering someone's name is the fastest way to make them feel like they matter. Forgetting it is the fastest way to make them feel like they don't. Nothing in between. This is a skill. Like any skill, it improves with practice. Like any skill, it starts with one decision to do it differently, starting with the next person you meet. So, let me give you the 3 things to walk away with right now. 1. The next time someone tells you their name, say it back immediately, out loud, within 3 seconds, every single time. 2. Anchor it, connect it to a face, a person you know, a word, an image. Give the name somewhere to live in your brain. 3. Use it once more in the first 60 seconds of conversation, not as a performance, as a practice. That's the whole system. 3 steps, repeatable, scalable. And it works not because it's magic, but because it forces you to be present, actually present, for the few seconds that matter most. You're not forgetful. You were just distracted, and now you know what to do instead. If this helped you, share it with someone who is always apologizing for forgetting names. They need to hear this too. And if you want more of this, the real stuff, the brain science behind the habits that actually change how people see you, subscribe, because that's exactly what we do here. Now go practice. The next person you meet is waiting to be remembered.